honest, I feel like wearing this over a sweater makes me look a little jacked.
Yeah, it looks like you bulked up. Yeah.
I think that's the upside, and the downside is I'm super hot.
Mike
like-
twice and hot as hell.
You are touring right now.
Yes.
And you take Malcolm on tour with you.
Yeah, Malcolm is a great roadie. Malcolm loves being on tour. We've gone, he loved Saratoga Springs. He loved the Westin in Buffalo.
Oh.
They had one of those fake fireplaces that's like glowing rocks. He sat down, he goes, this is what I'm talking about. He was so
This is a photo of you guys going on tour. And
Yes.
This is a guy who is not his first tour.
No, this actually looks like a body switching movie where me in 2020 went into the body of a baby. And,
Yeah, he looks like he's had one too many Enfamils.
yeah.
Maybe got over-served.
Like this is tricking a star to go to rehab. Like, no. We're just going to Utah.
And then he's like, what are you guys talking about? Because he's wearing noise-canceling headphones. That's smart.
I try to keep things very calm for him, so I cancel out all sensory experience.
You have numerous. These are your dates, which is insane.
That's
I feel
funny.
like
That's too
that's
many.
a lot of shows.
Yeah.
I notice you're going to Australia.
Yes.
You've performed in Australia
I've
before.
performed in Melbourne before, but now I'm going to Brisbane, Adelaide, Sydney, and Melbourne. I've never been to those cities.
That's
Yeah,
very exciting.
it's very
Now,
exciting.
I know you've gone to foreign countries before. Do you tailor your material at all when you go on the road to foreign places?
You know, I completely change every word of my act, no matter what country I'm in, and I pretend I'm from the country.
So nice of you.
I did that once in Ireland. I was like, how about when you go to Tesco, which is the supermarket, and they were like, you're not from here. Like, we paid to see someone not from here. I'm always a little nervous in Australia because they have a lot of possums. And you know me, I hate possums. Right?
Historically, yeah,
I've
famously.
never cared for them. They look like insulation with like a whip attached. And they're no good, and we all know that. And I read like there's a lot of possums in Australia, and then someone told me, don't worry, they're not the same possums. They're just a cousin to the American possum. I was like, I've never hated anyone and then loved their cousin.
It does seem like you got to read pretty far down the list of Australian animals before you hit possum.
Someone, look, someone said, yeah, it's not the most famous Australian animal
Yeah.
by far.
By far.
They have marquee animals.
Crazy animals.
associated- Crazy.
They have some of the top 5 crazy animals, maybe.
They've got animals in hoodies jumping around. But I focused on the possum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're very happy and lucky to work on a show called Documentary Now that has another season coming.
Yes, absolutely.
And you wrote an episode based on a Werner Herzog documentary.
yes.
Werner Herzog is going to be on this show tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm very excited about it.
Are you going to talk to him about it?
I'm going to try to talk to him about it, yeah.
Are you going to wear a $10 shirt from H&M, or are you going to dress nice? Or you could dress like him tomorrow. You could wear a safari jacket. or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Because he's a man of the wild.
Yeah, so the episode that I wrote for Documentary Now, he has a famous film, narrative film he made called Fitzcarraldo. In the story of the film, his actual film crew moved a steamship over the mountains of part of the Amazon River, which was very hard and crazy to do. There's a documentary about making that movie called Burden of Dreams. Our episode stars Alexander Skarsgård as a Werner Herzog type who is trying to make a CBS network multicam in the middle of Siberia. So he has to fly in a studio audience from Van Nuys, California,
Yeah.
and a warm-up comic and build all the sets out in the tundra
Yeah.
and make the episode.
I think this is going to go well when I explain it to a German documentary filmmaker.
Yeah, I'm sure you won't get dry-mouthed or nervous explaining it to one of the most intimidating people ever.
First of all, I love you very much for being here.
Thank you.
I think I might have lost like 2 to 3 pounds during this interview just on.
You really, by the way, like the way your head is in relation to how bulky your chest is, it's like a real fun optical illusion.
Yeah. It's like Al Pacino in Dick Tracy. Like
Yeah. It has a real like, yeah. It has a real. It's never what you want to hear. But listen, if you want to dress the way you want to dress, I don't want you to just change to be like me, be you. You know, wear. Why don't you wear a robe or or a big? You could wear a big ASOS hoodie, and you could keep a drink in the pocket.
Thank you.
Do whatever you want. You know.
Yeah.
You don't seem to care.
No. See, this is the part where I wish there were like 3 more celebrities to tell me the same thing, and I feel like it would really like get through to me.
Oh yeah, no. Well, you're not me. You don't get that kind of intervention.
John Mulaney, everybody, for tour dates and tickets. Go to johnmulaney.com.